There they go. Okay, I don't know if there's get a shot of some of that timing equipment, but it's pretty cool. The way they have that slip.
That slip may cost them.
Now they have to actually hold on to that top rope.
The third man will have to.
8.44. 8:44.
Okay, you can see that timing, all that timing devices on the track, so they have a very sophisticated system.
That was a nice run for point.
That was a good run. And there's fellas in the truck that read all the times out right away.
Time for Point Pleasant, 6.80. 680.
Rise races.
Matter of fact, the next race will start right on the trucks.
All right.
Good run, guys.
Okay.
There's Hamlin, the Beach Boys.
Time for the Beach Boys, 7.49. 7:49 for Hamlin.
Here they go. And thus they skip every other run.
Yes, and try to get up there as quick as possible, so taking every other step does help.
Yeah.
Time for Bernard, 7.05. 7.05 for Rascals.
They have the white flag. Throw was a little bit too much. Yeah. It ended up costing Clymer, made him slip as it slammed into the arch.
Time for Henrietta, 8.44. 8:44 for Henrietta.
It was a smooth climb.
Not bad.
Time for the slip ropes, 6.22. 6:22.
Really nice run for smooth part.
See what their time was.
Time for Red Onions, 5.19. 5:19 for Red Onions.
I can see from got a gallon of it. Hopefully he'll have a smooth climb here.
Oh, he missed it.
A little fast on a little tough time getting off. I think they had to put a new digger in for the day. I was dug in the past, but not on regular basis.
Time for Point Pleasant, 8:21.
Must be straight up and down.
Time for the Beach Boys, 6.90.
Very nice climb on that.
Yeah.
They have a decent time.
Time for the Rascals, 6.43. 6:43 for Rascals.
For Western New York. So they'll be giving out the early trophy. And here goes Henrietta. A little slip on the climber.
Time for Henrietta, 13.11. 13:11.
As you can tell, 1 a.m. That's from all teams in New York State. We'll have over 60 teams there. Smooth climb.
Yep. Transit Slowpokes. Slowpokes.
Time for the slowpokes. 10.07. 10:07.
Actually, I see a sign across the track about that state tournament. We get a shot of that sometime.
Very nice run.
That was special support. Right on you.
Good. Really got the record. Nice
General judges. All right. So as we were talking, this could be a new record.
This, yes, as long as the equipment, the ladder, and the truck measure up to what it's supposed to be by the rules, it should be a record.
Now the old record is what?
9.16.
Okay, let's see what they. Okay, we're back, and I haven't heard the results yet.
Well, what's going to happen, they're taking the truck down to the pit area, and they're going to have to weigh the truck and check the fuel to make sure that, again, everything's the legal way. So while they're doing all that, they're going to let the next team run, and I believe...
It'll be North Greece, Little Squirts.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They may not have a seat. Correct. It'll be Point Pleasant.
Okay.
North Greece does not have a C truck, so they're not going to be participating in the C races.
Time for Point Pleasant. 10.35. 10:35.
So in other words, not every team has every truck.
No.
The same equipment.
No, most teams, well, I'll explain right after these guys. Nice run for them. They've been in the 11 so far this season.
Time for the Beach Boys. 11.42. 11:32.
Foot race where you may be getting better in to go to a truck race.
Barnard Rascals.
Time for Barnard. 11.62. 11:62.
And another...
Being here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the event today. He's sort of helped organize the whole thing. How did we get with the Burn Association?
For years past, the drill team captains have raced at the Western Convention, where it's held in various towns around Western New York. But with the increased speed of the equipment that we have, safety's become a big concern, and we're not able to race in every town like we would like to. So this year, because of where the drill was being held, we weren't going to be able to race with the Western captains, and rather than lose a date, we decided to look into the idea of running a benefit drill to help promote both ourselves and some type of worthy cause to help make some money for them also, and so we could race at least one more weekend out of the season.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. This is just the first time we're doing this, right?
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing this. We don't know if we're going to have the open date to do it again next year. We don't know if it's going to be with Finger Lakes. We started out with Finger Lakes because they're a well-known benefit organization within the town, with the Seabreeze Fire Department sponsors a burn walk in the spring with them, and various other organizations have always donated with them, along with Monroe County Fire Chiefs and County Firemen's Association. So we started with them this year, and like I say, we're going to wait and see what happens for next year.
It's a great idea. Thanks, Jeff, very much. Okay. See if I could just hurry go by.
That was Henrietta running. This is C hose, as you mentioned. What you got in this race is 4 lengths of hose. The hydrant in the
Time
middle.
for Henry's. 15.22. 15:22.
It's just one more thing the local committee has to provide.
That's right. that nozzle line. It was a nice run by Main Transit. And I don't know if we mentioned the record was 12.47.
Time for the slowpoke. 13.56. 13.56 for the slowpoke.
Nice hit at the hydrant. See if this nozzle man's got the time. He does. Nice run. We might just hear another general judge on this one. It was a very nice run. Both ends.
Can I have your attention, please?
General judges again.
General judges.
Spencerport again. Oh, they're hot today.
Yeah. Not just the weather that's hot out here, right?
That's right.
Well, the old record of 12:47. We'll have to see what their time is. Again, they're going to be measuring the hose inside and out.
Let's check the water again too.
They will have to check the water, so there will be another delay here while they're doing that.
Looking at the Spencerport equipment again because we're having a general judges, Terry.
Yeah, the Western record for this race was a 12:47. The state record for all of New York is a 12:26, and I'm hearing through the grapevine here that it may have just been a state record, which would really be something here for a Western New York team to break the state record.
It's going to take a little time to check everything again, make sure the water was right, the size of the hose.
Right, like I say, they check inside the hose and outside to make sure that nothing was put
Okay,
inside
David,
the lower
we'll be checking all equipment in
the
this
inside,
race.
so it is 3
This will be,
inches
if it holds up,
in
it will be
total.
a state record.
Yes,
They're going to check all the equipment,
state
and
record.
I'll keep you informed as soon as I know what's going on, but they're checking all the equipment, this could be a state record.
Wow. Okay, what's going on now is the officials are testing Spencerport's equipment, and there seems to be some kind of a problem with the hose.
Yeah, what happened is the hose is supposed to be a 3-inch hose. They've got this device to measure the inside to make sure it is a 3-inch hose and nothing was added to it. The device goes in, they open it up, and it's supposed to slide out. Unfortunately, Spencerport had some problems. They couldn't get this thing out. And
Can I have your attention, please?
unfortunately, it's too bad on
Under
the
rule
record
number
run, because it was a state
4.04,
record.
there'd be no time for Spencerport and an illegal hose.
What a shame. They're a good run.
Matter of fact, I started in '82 as a fireman, and before that was nice hit at the hydrant. Let's see what we got at the nozzle. Oh, trouble. He got it. Nice. He got the nozzle on, had a little trouble with the target trip. What a nice hydrant hit, though. And he, at the last second, had a nice time getting that nozzle line.
Time for point
Fortunately, he just couldn't get it.
14.06.
I believe they got the flag, and here they come. Slower hydrant hit, but still efficient. Oh, the nozzle man missed. Now shut the water off, let him get it on. Send it back. And he got the trip. Yeah, and sometimes you're only given that split second to get that nozzle on, or the water comes through and you got to wait till they shut it off, and that's a tough one.
23:11.
Well, here they come. Ran by the hydrant. We'll mess up at the nozzle, see if he gets that. He got that on just in time. A little slower than the other teams, but
Time for
I think they're a newer team.
7.80. 17:80.
The hydrant. And let's see the nozzle on. Oh, nice. Got the nozzle on. He had a little trouble with the target. see what their
For
time is.
Henrietta, 9.86.
986 for that.
Henrietta.
Nice hydrant head there. No, his nozzle slipped. Nozzle slipped as he was ready to put it on. Now it's going to take the time. And it blew off again. It's a problem when you blow off the first time. You try to rush it the second, and sometimes you really don't have it on. Not going to be happy with this run.
And for main transit, 27.86.
That will be interesting because something like that can really take the wind out of your sails. So keep our fingers crossed.
Unfortunately, and you got to do it. It's tough sometimes, but you got to forget about the last race. Another nice hit at the hydrant. Let's see what happens down here now. He's got it on. Nice hit. And as you can see, they did have a replacement nozzle right there that was already colored. So that would have helped
Time
him.
for Spencerport, 8.26.
8.26.
8.26 for that onion.
Because now we only have to concentrate on the hydrant and not also worry about the...
No time for main transit.
There.
Illegal hose diameter.
We have main transit now been DQ'd for the same reason for illegal hose.
Yes, I've never seen that done before until today.
A little skid at the hydrant may cost him a little bit. Jonathan's got it on. Nice hit there. So back to where we were, Scott, yeah, it definitely helps when you only have to worry about one position.
11.93. 11.93.
Oh, okay. You can have
So far, the best time is 8.26 for Spencerport.
Pump at the hydrant before he got it on main. It cost him a little bit, but not too much. Water's there. Too fast. Yeah, get the chance. Shouldn't take long to get this race going.
I can see it.
Inside to make sure, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. And unfortunately, on two of the lanes, one for Spencerport and one for main transit, that did not happen. So you can see teams over here now just checking their stuff to make sure it's all legal. So as I can see, and we're running also.
Oh, there goes the first race.
Henrietta, we got a nice hit at the hydrant. Decent target trip. Again, this one, Nozzleman really has to be aiming and
Time for Henrietta,
He's running.
10.99. 10.99 for you, Henry.
getting off the track.
The slowpoke.
Nice hit at the hydrant. As you can see the water going through, they're trying to get it as straight as possible. Nice target trip down there. That was a very nice run for them. So far, their fastest, and they've run it 2 weeks in a row, is a 9.76. That race, that was
9.63.
Very good.
963.
Get down there.
which last week at Seabreeze's tournament, which is not officially over with. They have one race left to run since it rained. They'll be running that today. Here comes Spence Boy. Let's watch them and they'll finish. Nice hit at the hydrant. Beautiful hit. See how the hose gets out. Slow target fit. That's going to hurt him. Yeah, it was Scott Megan at the hydrant again. He's really been very good.
10.23. 10.23.
Yeah, you need them too. Okay, here comes North Three. So we got a little slap. Covered. So it continued, yep. Slowed that hose from getting down there, but you're able to cover pretty well. Looks like he's okay.
I think he's okay. Just got his feet tangled up in the hose a little bit.
That's the problem when you're running with it.
12.16. 12.16.
Time so far this season, it's been a 9.52 at the tournament. There was that main transit a couple weeks ago. See if they can improve on it.
Now, they run that motor hose race to make up for the one that wasn't run at Seabreeze.
Yes.
Are these the same teams that were there, or?
Yes. The only team that was there that's not here this week is the Dansville Bulldogs. Here comes Point Pleasant.
Okay, there you go.
Starts pulling at the hydrant. Nice hit at the hydrant. Hose is being pulled out nice. It's all on the target. Nice hit at the target. There was the first place run. Excellent. The hose was pulled out perfect. All the way down.
Time for Point Pleasant. 9.75.
Good to see some new young blood out there with the Point Pleasant team, too.
Yeah, we have Pete Clark that just came up this year from the Explorer Post to run on the men's team.
Yes,
And I believe next year we're going to have a couple more moving up.
that's correct.
So what hurts the Explorers is they're moving up in age and they'll be joining the men's, which will only help the men's team get that much better. Smaller hose, they use inch and a half to inch and three-quarter hose.
Yep.
Here they use swing. And here comes, again, hose got tangled up in the gentleman's foot. He was able to just let it go.
So slow on the water, come on.
There you go. Got the target.
That was Hamlin.
Time for the Beach Boys. 14.84. 14.84.
Positions is important as a glory spot. You don't do your position right, you don't win.
That's right.
From a horse pulling the hose out straight to a coupler coupling the hose to the nozzle man picking the target. If you don't do your job, it's important. And
Time for Rascal. 12.03. 12.03. 16.74 and it's held by Spencer Pool. We're running for last round. The first one for last round.
They're going to call it motor hose replacement.
right, and we're going to run this twice today because it got rained out. Again, the track conditions didn't allow them to run this race. So the first time we watch these teams run, it will be for Seabreeze's tournament. And I believe before they got called on rain last week, Point Pleasant was able to run it, and they tied the record.
This is a good race for Point Pleasant.
Yes,
I think.
Yes, it has been. Let's hope we don't jinx them on this. But yeah, and unfortunately, because all teams didn't get to run, that time does not stand. They'll have to rerun it with everybody else today, again, to make sure everybody has the same setup. Again, once the first part of the trip, they'll shut the hydrant down and get a break. That was a nice hit there. Now in this race, the nozzle's already on.
Are you shutting it down there?
Yes, they'll shut it down. What they'll do is put a gate on it at the first coupler. This way you keep water in through the hose at the first lane. Okay, I see. Yes, it's easier to see than to explain. But as you saw at the hydrant, a bunch of the team members get off the truck and
18.92. 18.
that kink. Yeah, and the kinks do hurt these racers.
Both couplings are on.
Oh, it's every time, sure. Okay. And, kinks hurt so much that it may cost them a little bit in this race.
Time for North Coast, 4.05, 24:05.
Protecting them and also, in the team's pit area so much. Bad hydrant hit there. See what happens here. Target first. Should have a decent team, yes. So far this season's been a 20.22. See if they can improve on that.
That'd be nice if I could.
Nice start with that. What happens here at the nozzle? Nice target from that this one. Depending on this replacement one. Right there, they may have it. Oh, they're coming up short. They got it. Yep, they have heard about it. Alright, nice second target over there. Coming up short on the replacement.
Time for New Transit, 19.61, 19.61.
They take another second place.
Very nice target. Oh, nice target. See what that's going here. Nice. Oh, they've got a good chance to. Oh, nice target. I think we might hear something. Possibly. I think the coach there, Mark Thomas, is very excited, so we may hear
Yes,
something.
you don't see with those fingers up.
Grab your attention, please.
General judges for 2012.
Okay.
This, last week, they, when they did get to run it, they only tied it. Let's see if this week.
Well, this could be a shot in the arm for them.
Yeah. They've been hitting this pace very well. And if they break this record, Point Pleasant now will have another state record. Very impressive. Everything. That correct? That's when you know it. So hopefully everything will come up legal for them. They'll be able to keep this record. Could end up hurting them if it's a long cleanup. I'll explain that in a second. What about placement lane? They had glass coming out on the track. Now, depending on the length of cleanup time, they can be disqualified. So if it's a lengthy cleanup, they will be disqualified. Oh, we just found out it was a side window that broke on Main Transit's truck. So again, we'll see how long it takes them to clean up and see what's going to end up. They haven't given out the time for that reason. They may end up being disqualified, but as you can see out there, a lot of the teams are helping out to get this track cleared.
What a mess, yes.
Yes. So the trucks are allowed to, they'll get that 50 feet of momentum going, and when the front tires trip the timing light, that's where it'll start the clock, and that's when the guys can get off the back of the truck or the side of the truck, wherever they're looking. But they have to wait till the timing light. Nice hit at the hydrant.
And we'll see what happens down at the targets.
Good hit there. This way. See how this goes. Nice hit there. We're on there. So nice target trip there. And that did look like a good run.
Time for the Red Onions. 16.91. 16.91.
Fort Pleasant's been knocking on the door of the record on a couple of occasions. They've tied the record once and broke the record once, but unfortunately a rain delay and a water protest, which was allowed, knocked both of them out. We'll have to see if points can break that record and if it can stand. The record, but they did get first place so far.
So that distance from the nozzle to the target, that's a pretty good long shot for that.
Yeah, it's
9 for Neil Henry. 11.18. 11.18.
race, and then you have Spencerport that has been.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. It's a nice hit at the height. Nice target truck. And I think this is their race. Should be a very good time.
Time for main transit. 6.60.
6.60 for me.
6.60.
Good time for that. 2 lanes in the double jacket. Then you've got horses that just get the hose out, and that may come down onto the nozzle man, obviously, to help hold the hose down because of the pressure that you got to work with. The driver has to come down, put it in neutral, and put the truck into pump gear. So it pumps just like a fire truck. Everybody's job is important. Problems there too. They may not be real happy with this one. They bumped at the hydrant, which means he hit it, but he didn't hit it.
11.99. 11.99.
White show going on with their V-truck there. Proud of little show. Nice target truck. Unfortunately, it did get a little bump at the hydrant. Great talk. Let's start it. 7.23. What are the better?
England on the track.
There's second. So it sort of helps people out because they are.
Look more sprayish than some of the others.
Time for the Beach Boys. 1574. 1574.
Final team for this event. They're coming up to the starting line now, and here we go. We'll see what kind of hydrant. Okay, nice hydrant in there. See what this nozzle does. Got a little bit in front of that. We're tripping it, but we can't trip it. Again, it comes down to you know what's going to happen. This is a tough guy. I think they're on top of the hydrant too. Oh yeah, a lot of water on the hydrant. Takes a pretty good to trip it.
Yes, it's not just a little spray that'll trip it.
You need to hit it.
I don't think they're going to be real happy with this time. Far 32.60, so we'll see.
Okay, they're up the ladder, and they start.
Henrietta is only running with 10 men. They must be short, and obviously they probably don't have spectators here to pull out of the crowd. So that may explain why they're not running as good as they used to in this race.
That's about 12 right there.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay.
And
Time for Henrietta. 29.11. 11 for Henrietta.
There they go. See how their climbing is. It's nice and smooth. Looks like they're all in position pretty good.
Looks like a good rhythm.
Yes. That's going too much.
Hold up.
There you go. Hey, if you notice, the guy that's up at the top of the arch dumping doesn't really look at the barrel. Again, practice.
Time
And
for
he
the
knows where it
slip,
is.
23.33.
23.33. It does put some pressure now on Spencer.
On the line.
And here they go. See how their climb goes.
Okay, up the ladder.
Nice
Very
smooth
good.
climb. They're set. This is going to be a good
Comes the first
run.
bucket.
Now he's keeping the rest of the buckets up on the arch, so they're hoping.
Hold up.
Go. Looked like a very good time.
Excellent.
They had a nice smooth rhythm going, and they had a nice bucket set. Let's see what they do.
Time for Red Onions.
Must be a good time.
21.61. 21.61 for Red Onions.
The North Grease is next.
All right,
Anything
there
over
they
there?
go. North Grease, their best time has been a 28.81.
Hey, look like they're missing somebody. Ladder.
Well, again, if a person's not positioned, it looks like the middleman may be a little bit lower than what he needs to be, or the top man on the ladder may be too high. But yes, and you can see how the middleman's now straining to get these buckets up to him.
Yeah, they're not that low.
Hold up.
No, they're not. 5 gallons of water.
Time for North Greece. 28.78. 28.78 for North Greece.
North Greece, which ran a 21.61 and main transfer 23.33. So a point really needs this race. See how their ladder set is. There we go. First man slip. And now that is tough to recover from.
1, 2, 3,
They're doing good. Yes.
6, 7, 8, 9,
And you can hear the crowd getting into it a little bit.
13.
Hold up.
I think this may just cost them. The slip you'll see takes a lot of time to recover.
Time for point present. 24.15. 24.15.
See how they're doing the ladder climb?
A little slower pace, but no slipping, so that helps. They've got a slower pace working than the other teams that you can see. The rhythm isn't really there. You can see guys holding buckets longer than what they need to pass to the next guy.
Okay, we got a special.
But
Hold up.
to Hamlin's defense there, they only had 5 guys filling too.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't have a bottom man on the ground passing.
Time for Hamlin. 32.73.
Okay, I think they got the okay now. Here we
All
go.
right, there they go.
Nice smooth climb. Positioned
Good bucket
okay.
right there. Okay.
Oh, dropped one. From the first man on the ladder to the second man.
So they get the water inside the barrel.
Right. The 55-gallon drum, but they've got the sensors in the barrel set at 45.
Right.
So that's why they'll stop the clock is once they get to the 45.
Hold up.
Let's see what they've got. The drop bucket and spilling the water will probably hurt them a little bit here.
Time for Bernard. 34.29. 34.29.
We can honestly say at this point that Spencerport has won the tournament And I think that was Main Transit that
Main Transit and Point Pleasant ended up tied.
tied for second with 32 points.
Third place, 3 point, Point Pleasant. Second place, 4 points, Main Transit.
finishing with 13 points.
First place, 5 points with a time of 21.61. The Spencerport Red Onions.
Fish with 8 and Hamlin with 6. So Spencerport came back when they needed to win that bucket race and sort of helped with Main Transit with the time they ran because they bumped Point Pleasant down to third, or Point Pleasant and Spencerport could have ended up tied for the day.
Yes.
But
We got to give credit to Spencerport for overcoming that disqualification earlier on when they looked like they may have had a state record going.
right,
And they came up with a big fat 0, but they came right back and won the next race and did well the rest of the day.
right. Also, again, Point Pleasant with 32 and Main Transit with 32. Only put them 1 point down for today, but again, it keeps them close for the year.
Yes.
So that's one thing you definitely don't want as a team to start walking away with it. As the end of the year goes on, you're pretty much out of it. So you want to keep close, and you want to win some of these races for the. Because like I say, each race has an individual trophy at the end of the year,
That's right.
and you want to try to get a couple of them too. So even if you can't win the year, you can maybe walk home with a couple of nice yearly trophies, which are really nice sized trophies.
Well, I think Terry, was a pleasure working with you today.
Same with Russ.
Appreciate the knowledge that you brought forth and all the little ins and outs of these races. I hope the camera work was able to pick up some of these points that you made. I'm sure they have. You and I made a good team here.
Yeah, maybe we can come back for points tournament.
Well, that could be. We'll have to see what they say. On behalf of Irondequoit Cable Access Television, I want to thank you folks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this production of the first benefit drill hosted here at Point Pleasant under the auspices really of Seabreeze. They really put it together.
Right. Really, I think it's the Irondequoit Fire Prevention Group that put it together. But Jeff Champion, the chief of Seabreeze, was pretty much worked with the drill teams and all that to get this part of it going.
Right.
You know, so yeah, Seabreeze and Jeff Champion especially really did a lot to get this going.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, and we'll be off. Thank you. We're off.